This is Elizabeth Joyce of Embracing Spiritual Frontiers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to do reading today for Aries between April 15th and May 1st. And we've just had the intense eclipse. So I'm sure that there will be a lot of powerful messages coming through. Now, there are 5 different planetary movements between now and the end of the month. And I want to get to them. But the biggest one is the union of Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus on the 20th of April. And then we have the full moon coming in Scorpio. So let's see what the messages are for Aries. We're going to do the Thoth layout, the Crowley layout first, to find out what the basics are for the sign of Aries. May I please have guidance? So we do the cut, and the cut is always the focus. So the first one is the Ace of Cups. The second one is the Six of Cups. And the third one is the Emperor. So the basic message to start off with is your home, spring. You might be doing some landscaping outside and getting ready for spring. And also there will be things that you're doing out of your home that you will enjoy or that you have to do. You might be thinking of some kind of decorating, either inside or out. Landscaping to me is decorating. So you could be doing both. Then you're going to have a group party or gathering. It might be a birthday, it might be just something special out of the past, and you'll be seeing some friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And then you have work. You have the boss giving you some good news. There's either good news from your boss, and if you're not working, it could be good news from a bank or good news from a university about your children, whatever, or even about yourself if you're going back to school. This is a very beautiful cut and a very powerful one because of the Emperor. Let's see what's going on. The middle is where you are now. The upper right is the result. The left are your obstacles. The bottom left is your psychological, and the bottom right is your karma. Where you are now is you feel pretty balanced. You've got a lot of directions that you want to go, and you're very excited about coming into the summer months, at least in the northern hemisphere, or in the southern hemisphere, you're coming into fall, and you're happy about that too. And you know you don't want to get depressed, but you might want to take some short trips to cheer yourself up. That has worked for you in the past. Just to get out maybe and go hiking, go for a walk, go window shopping, whatever you want to do. The outcome is that you've had confusion, and you've had confusion for about 9 months in the past. We've all been through this confusion. I call it eclipmania. So the eclipse is done with, and we don't have any more eclipses coming until October. So this confusion is now changing into productivity and careful management. So the 9 months of confusion and chaos have changed your thinking and changed you to make better decisions, and you're going into a time of balance and careful management. and you're going to be very happy with the results of that, Aries, because it's going to help you be more stable. Now we go to the obstacle. This is a couple, and it's probably a married couple because they're both wands and they're younger than you are. And they're either writing you a letter or sending you an SOS. So you're going to have to work with this couple. It could be a mother and a son, or a father and a daughter, or a married couple. You're going to work with them on whatever their upset is. They've been depressed, but they will work through it with your help. The psychological is the Empress, which of course is the mother to the Emperor. So you're taking care of what you need to do. You might get a nice promotion at work, or you might have something go your way, a project, or maybe even a legal case that you've been working on is going to go your way. And there's a lot of potential in your future as you walk out of your confusion and your fear. You have a lot of potential. And it may be slow in coming. It may take you the next 6 months because that's the eclipse energy. That's how long it lasts. But it's very positive here. Then we go to the karma. Now, the karma is already what has been decided for you by spirit. I didn't know if you knew that. So this is either a young man or productivity, and then the dreamy-eyed woman who probably is visualizing what she wants to manifest, and the moon. And the moon is always dreamy-eyed, and it's always the brink of important change. So it's saying for you to hang on to your dream, whether it's a romance or whether it's something that you're working on, because it's going to bring you balance and careful management. Beautiful, beautiful layout. The good news I have for you now is that I have written a new layout for the collective. It's just for the collective. Could we please have guidance for Aries for April 15th through April 30th, 2024? Oh my. We have the Death card first, which means change in the way of living. So there's been something gone, something's been removed, and we've all been working on that all year. Then we have the Tower, and you're adjusting to it. And then we have the Empress. So they're all major arcana, and that's amazing. The Death card is a transformation. Let me show it to you. The Death card. The Death card is a transformation, change in the way of living. Somebody could have moved out. Somebody could have left your life. You could be starting a new job. There's all kinds of things that can mean. Then we have the Tower, which is a forced change, unexpected events. Of course, with Uranus and Jupiter coming together, we'll have that anyway. So this is double indemnity here with the Tower card. And then we have the Empress, which could be a new home. It's wonderful news. So that Tower and that change that's coming to you, you've earned. You really have. And it's good for you to be going through this because it's going to bring you prosperity, balance, and most of all, love and comfort. And what could we want more than comfort? The first card is the Focus. And then we have the first week's messages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the second week's messages. 1, 2, 3. And the last card is the outcome. So, the first card which is the focus, is the Queen of Swords. Of course it is, because the Queen of Swords is the person that makes decisions. She's usually either a widow or a single person, but that can be a mother or a grandmother too. She's slicing away at all the stuff she wants removed out of her life, and she's focusing on what she needs to keep to manifest and keep going. The first card is the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is ruin. So you, Aries, have had a forced change that has not been happy for you. And you are trying to pick up the pieces and move on. It's the card of loss and ruin. And you're still coming out of it. Remember, we talked about the confusion card. But you are coming out of it, because the second card is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is the boss. He's the top guy. And he can be very kind, but he wants things done methodically. He wants things done with careful management. And this is what you are aspiring to be. You want to come out of ruin and you want to get back to the top of your game. That's what you're aspiring to be. So what is the underlying problem? The underlying problem is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is confusion. Which way do I go? Which way do I go? Right or left? But you're working with it, with people around you that have been very comforting to you and very supportive of you. The King of Wands gives you support. And you just need to let life unfold. The fourth card is your shadow card. What do you need to understand? And it's the card of judgment. And judgment is always the card of breaking out of fear. It's like the card of a divorce. You're free of it. You're free of a burden. You're free, and you haven't had enough time since you've been free to make any good decisions. But you will. You will in time. So you're waiting for the energy with the Two of Swords and Judgment. And Judgment will help you uncover what has been blocking you. It will bring you the answer. It is a major arcana card. The next card is the Page of Swords, and that's in the second week. And to adjust. And you need to not worry, not be concerned, and not have any anxiety. And this is the sixth card. And that's the Two of Wands. So now we have two twos. Twos always represent change and reorganization. And this is, what is my new course of action? What is my future? Well, that's very interesting, because the Two of Swords means you're confused. But now we're getting to where you're really asking Spirit, where do I go from here? I'm back at work. I have support of my colleagues. I'm free of my burdens. And I now need to know where I need to go from here. And you ask for help and guidance. The seventh card is the Six of Cups. And the question is, what do my angels have to say? The angels are telling you to be happy, to be positive. Don't have any room for fear or negativity. If any negative people are around you, get rid of them. So it's a beautiful card. The Six of Cups is always out of the past. So maybe somebody from out of the past is going to help you. And I want to pick an angel card here, because that's why I had the category. I made my own layout here. And actually, this is the first day I'm using it. So let's pick an angel card and see what it has to say along with this cup. It says, there will be a peaceful resolution to what you've been going through. So you will work everything out over a period of time. Remember, the period of time can be 6 months, but there's a peaceful resolution coming, and that should make you very happy. Now, the last card is the outcome, and the outcome is the Two of Cups. Now we have 3 twos, which means reorganization, which is exactly what you're going through. 3 twos, 2, 2, 2 is a reorganization. Sometimes it's cleaning the house, and sometimes it's working on the files, or sometimes it's just getting your finances together so that you understand where you're at. But the Two of Cups in the outcome means this is what it's going to take for you to get back together again, and you will, because you will reorganize. You will make the changes you need to make over the next 6 months. You will be moving forward. Just to make sure, I have the moon cards here, and I'm asking the moon. You know, you go out on the water at night by a lake, or even you can have a bowl of water in front of you and scry a little bit. What is it that's coming? Here we go. It says a fiery climax approaches. Well, it's the full moon in Aries. Now, the full moon in Aries is in September. It's at the end of the month. It's at the fall equinox. So that's the timing for you to go through these changes. And a fiery climax approaches. Fire represents your work, your productivity, what you're putting out to the world. And therefore, there's going to be a wonderful climax. It's showing you that you will be successful and that you can go forward with confidence and clarity. And when you have that, you can manifest what you're trying to do. So this is what I have for you today, Aries. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, my website has the information. It's new-visions.com. So that's your reading, Aries, but I'd like to pull a rune for you so that we can get a divine message as to what's ahead. The rune tells you about your balance and your flow and where you are right now. And this is a beautiful rune. This is the rune of fertility, which is going to move you forward and have the grass grow and the money grow and your love grow. It's fertility. So what you are doing is going out into the garden and planting your seeds so that everything can grow. What a perfect thing to do in April at the beginning of spring. This rune is akin to the moon, to the yin, to the intuitive energy with its urge towards harmonizing and adjusting in the sphere of personal relationships. It embodies the need to share, the yearning to be desired, a search after similarities. The completion of the beginning is what this rune requires. It may mark a time of joyous deliverance, of new life, and a new path. It is a rune of great power. It indicates that the force is available to achieve completion, resolution, from which comes a new beginning. Something to hang on to, Aries. Please hit like and join us. Thank you for coming to my channel.